I have the equation y equals 2x minus 1. And I want to start to get an idea, a little bit of what its graph or picture looks like. One way to do that is start to determine what are some solutions, coordinate pairs, that make this equation true. What I typically do is I'll draw something like an xy table. And I'm going to choose some different values of x just to kind of see what happens if I put this x in, what's its corresponding y coordinate. And you can choose any x's that you want. Typically you always see numbers that are around 0 being chosen, or sometimes some clever numbers that help make the math work a little bit easier. But in this case, I'm just going to choose -1, 0, and 1. And I'll always choose at least 3 numbers. Sometimes it might be a good idea to choose 4 or 5 until we get the hang of what's going on. So the question I have then is, well, let's suppose x equals -1. Well, for this to be a true equation, there must be a y that works when x is -1. So I will find out what that is by inserting that into the equation. That equals 2, -2, minus 1 equals a -3. So I have the value of -3 when x is a -1. So there's a coordinate pair. What happens when x is 0? Substitute 0 in for x, and I get a value of -1. And then lastly, I chose 1. So there I have 3 coordinate pairs. X is -1 when y is -3, 0 and -1, 1 and 1. All of those are positions on the graph or on the rectangular coordinate system that are part of this particular equation. And sometimes it's a good idea to go ahead and put those down or just to kind of see where they're at. -1 and 3, 0 and -1, and 1 and 1. And so there's the location of those 3 coordinate pairs.